So I'm in Melbourne, I made it. That was a massive drive. It was something like 850 Ks. Did it in a day, which is cool if you take a couple of stops along the way. There's not much in the way of scenery, but it's probably one of the better highways in the country. Australia's really big for anyone who hasn't been here. From one city to the next biggest city is, at least a day's drive away. And it was also a lot of torrential rain and flooding. So at one point, the highway going north was under a metre of water, and there was only some really big trucks and four-wheel drives getting through, and then everyone else was just banked up for ages. Got the blue car all prepared yesterday, sorted out some suspension, some springs, got the new wheels on with the new tyres, fixed the dashboard, got that all sorted out. Pretty much all the little things that just needed to be finalised before I actually took it on such a big trip. But that was a lot of driving in a day, and I'm done, so I'll see you later.
To get forums out there. There's all these great car forums around the country, and we just really wanted to demonstrate what awesome motorsport goes on and get the guys together in front of a bigger audience.
Some interesting facts about Melbourne cars, because we're in traffic and there's not much else to do. They got some pretty crazy defect laws down here, and there's still a really good scene. There's a big drifting scene, that and defects kind of didn't think that goes hand in hand, but hey, it works. Melbourne traffic is a whole nother bag. There's just people everywhere. Gridlock's unlike anything I've seen before in Australia. I've only driven in 2 cities. My car looks like Mr. Bean's car.
It's cute, we like it.
I'm the chief scrutineer for the forum event of the Rally Calder. Scrutineering is to make sure that the vehicle that is entered complies with the regulations and the supplementary regulations to the event. The primary thing is safety. We have a general look at the car, we look at the tyres, we look at all the wheel nuts. We ensure that there's nothing in the car that can fly around in the event of an accident. The vehicles have to carry a fire extinguisher as safety equipment.
What are you doing?
I have to put in a fire extinguisher.
Why?
Because they think my car's going to catch on fire, obviously.
Because it will.
Doing like 50 billion gigawatts down the straight. That's like kilometres an hour, but faster. Like Back to the Future car fast.
The fire extinguisher is readily available and the fire can be put out within seconds.
You know, like when the time machine hits boost and it gets the fire on its wheels, and so I can hang out the window with my fire extinguisher like a drifter and be like, man!
If you read the supplementary regulations, you're aware of the requirements and you will have absolutely no problem in just breezing through scrutiny and having a good day.
Going for my first lap out on the track. I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually fairly nervous about this. I've done a couple of track days, but only in the dry, nothing this wet ever. And this is about the worst car to be in when there's no grip. It just slides, it just understeers like crazy. The first car out just smashed into the wall. Go. Alright, we're off. Oh a slippery track. It's literally just feathering the throttle to try and get around these corners without too much understeer, and that's a lot of understeer. And when it finally grips, 7 grand, it's 120, and that's fast enough coming into the braking, down the back straight, second gear around this corner. Oh, this one is super slippery and super tight. Understeer, lots of it. Can't put on any power without it just slipping around. Understeer already, it's an S. That's slipping the whole way. Okay, this corner I don't like because it's got a big freaking concrete wall. I'm gonna take that super slow. Try not to have it step out too much here. Round the back corner. And through the timing line. And it's done. That's pretty stressful when it's that wet.
Through the middle of the Thunderdome, all the way down there, and then we'll work out exactly where we're going to park you down there. Because again, that's changed because it's very wet down there. So where we were going to park you, so I'm not exactly certain where we're going to park you.
Yo.
I'm just covered in mud.
Right, so we're going to try a wet gymkhana, which is like handbrakies and going fast and stopping fast, and it's less about the car and more about the driver, which could be an awesome thing or could make no difference at all.
Thanks, mate.
So this is a gymkhana, and I have to navigate these barriers which get closer and closer together, and it's actually a pretty good thing for such a little car, to be honest, because I can actually use the power that it's got and the brakes and all those revs to get me through it really fast. This is actually not the worst gymkhana car in the world. There are skylines and things that'll go a lot quicker, and you got to not chicken out when you see a concrete barrier in front of you, but it's actually going pretty well. And I could probably go a lot quicker through there, to be honest. How do you get out?
I think I blew a turbo, I'm not entirely certain, but it's going to be a long drive back to Canberra.
I don't think they were overly impressed with my 5 handbrake turns in that last run. Not really the point of the exercise, but still heaps of fun anyway. It's so awesome to get your car out and have a go. It survived almost 2,000 k's of driving over 2 states. It survived a track day, torrential rain, handbrake turns, and even flooding. And it made it. I don't think it's much of a turd anymore, but I think the name's stuck.